Hello, hello. Hello. There she is. Hello. She was missing her cue. How's everybody doing today? Happy, what are we on, Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. This is going to be my new time on Tuesdays at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I hope this is good for you guys. But yeah, this will be it. And so we'll do Tuesdays and Thursdays again, but we'll do Tuesday afternoons at 1 Pacific Standard Time. And then we'll do Thursdays the usual morning, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yes, hello, and welcome to the Inner Hive, Tammy. It's so nice to have you. Oh, I love that you've come my way, my dear. And Winsome's in the house, and Lana Banana is here. You trying to crochet again, Lana? And then your grandson's going to be here soon. We're going out to eat. Ooh, where are you going to go eat? That sounds yummy. That sounds lovely. I want to go eat. I'm just kidding. I did have I usually make for lunch, like it's kind of a concoction of unsalted but roasted nuts mixed with a little bit of granola. And we have like no sugar added. This one was a coconut cashew granola. It was really good. So I just kind of munch on that as my lunch. And Winsome, you said you passed. Are you talking about the English exam that we had talked about, or is this something else that you were taking? And Amber is going to be at the chiropractor when we start, so she'll be lurking. And Lisa's here. Hello, and Tracy's here. Hello, Tracy. How goes it, my friend? And Esther's in the house, and Gianna is here. Who wants chicken? Oh, your grandson. I thought you were thinking about Thor. Your dog. He probably wants chicken too. Oh my goodness. If I was a pup, I'd want chicken. I mean, Arthur wants chicken. He's a cat. Literally every night, you guys, when I sit down to eat, he sits on the bench seat that I sit on half the table, right? He comes up and he waits for me to come sit down. It's my fault. I did this to him. Basically, I fed him. We were having chicken one day. I grilled chicken. And I would, took the seasoning off and stuff and just give him the inner pieces of just the meat. So now he's like, yeah, every night, Arthur needs to be counted in as a member of the family. He wants to have his chicken or salmon. He loves salmon. The driver's theory test. So you're going to be driving now, huh? Did you get your permit? Oh, good, Esther. Yeah, I figured this way I can catch, those that can't come in the morning. This is kind of a nice way to get you guys at least once a week so you guys can see and hang out live. So, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Thor always wants chicken and burritos, apparently. So anyways, what have I been doing? Today I went over to the Bougie Craft Warehouse because I needed elastic for PJ pants that I am going to make my husband. So I bought a pattern. Actually, I could show you which pattern it is because I have it right here. I bought this pattern at Joann's. Rest in peace, Joann's. I'm not going to use this though because I was so confused. And if you guys know, I don't sew. I don't usually sew. I don't really know how to. I can sew a straight line. Let's put it that way. Like I did the inner linings of those giant yummy cats. What else have I done? I did an embroidered sort of like a stormy cloud on a corduroy fabric. And I made my husband a little sleeve for his laptop. So I've done a couple of little sewing things, but nothing crazy. I was so confused by this pattern, and it's supposed to be simplicity. So I was like, okay, I'm going to YouTube. So I tossed that off to the wayside, went on YouTube, found a gal that was showing you how to take a pair of PJ shorts you already have and how to use that as kind of your guide to create a template and then make it from there. So that's what I'm doing. So I've already cut the pieces out. I've pinned the pocket bits to the sides that I need to. Now I have to sew the pockets on, and then I'll start pinning, you know, fronts together with the backs and doing all those things. But I'm very excited to just like see if I can do this, because I bought, if you guys remember, I bought a whole bunch of fabric before Joann's closed that was super cute, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll make some PJ pants or something for the kids or myself or my husband. And when my husband saw the retro 80s like mixed tapes, and they're super neon colors and stuff. Actually, I can show you a little piece, because this was a little remnant bit from what I cut today. So you can kind of see it's got like mixed tapes and nice retro colors and stuff. But yeah, so this is the fabric I'm using. So it's going to be super fun. Melissa G's in the house, and we got Thrifty in. Hi, Thrifty. How goes it, my friend? What you doing? What you up to? Esther likes, oh yes, Esther likes a new time. Good, good, good. Canes, is that Raising Canes, Lana? Because that's Lizzie's favorite now. We got it, we just got one not too long ago, in the, you know, Southwest Washington area. And so now that she's tried that, she likes to take the Texas toast. Just envision this, you guys. Texas toast. If we give her our piece of Texas toast, that's even better. So then she makes a sandwich, and she puts the chicken, and she puts the French fries, and then she adds the ketchup, and then she eats it like a sandwich. Well, my husband is just watching her like, oh my gosh, crazy. Oh my goodness. Prepare for driver's practical, get my license, yay. Then you know, sky's the limit. You go where you want to go, right? Which book looks nice? Are you talking about the pattern? That wasn't a book. It's actually like, it's just one pattern, but they give you all the giant sheets of the paper that's got the print on there, so you can cut it out and all that. Yeah. So anyway, so I went to Craft Warehouse. I got this. This is what I needed. Woven 1-inch underwear and pajama elastic. So I got that. But of course, I couldn't just buy that. I should have, because then my bill would have been a lot smaller. But alas, this is what I do. I didn't buy yarn. I bought some fabrics and things. But like, this was on sale for $5. And again, this is the bougie shop, guys. So I spent $100, and I'm going to show you what I got for $100. It's not the same as Joann's, but look how cute those little suns are. Oh my goodness. I was like, I don't know what I'm making with you, but I'm buying you anyway. And then I got some super whimsical prints. Now I'm thinking perhaps like a wallet would be really pretty with this, or something like that, or a bag. But I love the mushrooms and the badger witch kind of thing. And then I did another whimsical one here. I had to open it up because I could see that there was lots of different critters on there. Wait, which way does it go? This way? I think they're all over the place. So you've got like a squirrel. That's for Granny D. We got a mouse. We've got, that's the mouse. There's the badger. And on this side, we've got a fox right there, and a bunny rabbit right here. And oh, and a bird. Aren't those cute, you guys? Oh, I couldn't help myself. I was like, you need to come home with me. So I did them. So then I got these. These are kits. And I had to buy this. This is the thing it didn't come with. These are straps. It's like a black, it's, what do they call it? They call it webbing for handles. So I got this. This is going to make, they call it a shopping tote, but they had them there so we could see like what it's going to look like. Oh my gosh, you guys, this would make an amazing, what do you call it? Like just a crochet yarny bag. It was huge. The one that I saw, it was huge and I loved it. So I bought a kit to make for my mom. So she loves hummingbirds, her and my dad. So it's got like watercolor hummingbirds. So that's the outside fabric, and this is the inside fabric of the bag. And it tells it comes with the 2 pieces of the fabric that you need, and then the how to do it, how to make it. It's on the back of the label. So yeah, but I'm very excited. Let's see how it says. 15 inches wide, by 5.5 inches deep by 18 inches high. So just to tell you like how big this is. And if it's not too hard, it might be something that I could like eventually offer in the shop for people, like crochet project bags, you know, that kind of thing. So you have almost as much sewing stash as yarn stash, Melissa G. Esther's sewn one dress and didn't enjoy it. Sewing's just not for me. No worries. Well, I did the inner lining of Lizzie's strawberry bag. I finished her strawberry bag, which I'll show you here in a minute. And I was not great at it. It was my first time trying to sew through yarn and fabric at the same time. I was following Shai's pattern, and that's how she suggested to do it. But you have to do it with the yarn part up, right? So you're kind of trying to gauge like where that fabric is underneath, because sometimes it can catch on the yarn and snag. So if you do it with the yarn up, I guess it helps it to not do that. And so anyway, I didn't catch the thing the whole way through, so I had to go back. So there's a couple lines here and there. I even hand stitched some of it because I was like, I'm shaboobing my way through this. I need to get it attached, and there's a hole right there where I could put my finger down. So I'm not doing that. Oh my goodness. Michael, hi my dear, how are you? A drive-by thummy, love ya. Love you too. Aw, so nice to see you, Michael. Hope your day is going well. And tell Panda I said hi. Hi, Marianne. How you doing? Leaving some love. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Melissa G. Yes, I was very excited. They have a lot of good fabric there. I will say, I'm trying to remember what Joann's prices were originally on fabric, because we started getting such hacked away prices there at the end. I was like, I don't know, I'm getting this for like $1 a yard or whatever. Hi, Michaela and Mandy. Welcome in. And Ellen. Hello, hello, my friends. How are you? Oh, thank you, Ellen. Yes, I'll tell you guys what that is shortly. And Mandy's just listening for now while I drive home. Nice. Okay, so check out this other bag, you guys. You'll know why, or the fabric for the bag. You'll know why I picked this out when I show you. Look at that, guys. It's bees. Look, that's the inner lining color, or fabric, I mean. And then the top, it's got like hexagon shapes with bees and flowers. So that's the outside of the bag as well. So excited. I'm like, oh, it's got bees. So anywho, I am excited to make these. And then if I can do a decent job and you guys are interested, then perhaps I'll just pick out different fabrics, because this is all the kit really is giving you the fabric the size you need and giving you the pattern. That's it. So we can figure that out without that. So what's everybody working on? Hi, Rita. And hello, Jess. How you doing? Okay, so I got those. I got my dad these. One I want him to make for me. Can you guess which one? He loves making these, you guys. He goes to Craft Warehouse just to buy these little like puzzle kits. But you just basically glue them. You have to glue them in the right order. Actually, he made me a bee. I'll show you. This was one my dad put together for me. He made me the bee. So it's almost like compressed cardboard, but painted, right? It's even got a little stinger. Look how cute that is. But yeah, so he did the bee, and can you tell which one I want? One of these might perhaps look like one of my pets. Just saying. You're at the grocery store, Michaela? Knitting on a cardigan today. Nice. I have plans. I would like to knit something this year. And I say this year because we all have a lot going on, right? But yeah, I haven't knitted in years. And so I would like to, I found like I have smaller, thinner needles, but they're all the connected ones. So I figured, yeah, I want to find a good knit. Probably, I was thinking doing some sort of like a knit cardigan or a knit, even a knit tank would be nice, because I just get hot, hot flashes. Hi, Carrie. How are you doing? Good to see you. And Amy's in the house. Blanket with blanket yarn. That's fun. I have so much blanket yarn, Lisa. Oh my gosh. I was thinking the same thing of doing blankets. I had such a blonde moment a while ago before I decided that that's what I was going to probably do with all the blanket yarn I bought. Was to do the blankets. I was like, do people make blankets with blanket yarn? So stupid. Such a silly comment, you guys. But yes, they do. They do. A lot of people do that. My sister-in-law's like, can you make me a cardigan or something in this blanket yarn? It's so soft. Probably. I don't know how well it washes up. I haven't tried it. Esther's crocheting a cardigan with pockets because who doesn't love that? Yes, I would put pockets on anything. I don't care what it is. If it's a dress, it should have pockets. It feels wrong if it doesn't, you know. I feel like that's really since being a mom, because you always need to have something. There's something you need in your pocket, right? So, yeah. Hi, Heidi. How goes it? Everybody saying hi to everybody. Use some up for an easy project. Yeah. Let me know, Lisa, let me know which one you end up making, which blanket you end up making. Because I'll check that out and see if it works for any of the colors. I mean, I was planning to do all the handmade Yummy Cats. That's what these are. You love pockets too, Jess? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so the Yummy Cats brand is still there, but my husband and I are talking about turning it into having an entryway for people to really get engaged with the Yummy Cats. And so we're talking about designing and creating a video game, like a little one that you can play on your phone or you can play on your desktop or whatever. So that's going to be in the making, and we're going to kind of relaunch it with that once it's done. In the meanwhile, I have some inventory of my Yummy Cats. So I have some of the bigger ones left. That's what these giant cups have in them, are some of the bigger crocheted Yummy Cats. And then the little ones, these are the little kitten scoops. And then I have a couple Mr. Crumbles and some gummy bears. I currently have a dibs going with the Royal Hive. So my Royal Hive is able to call dibs first. So once that finishes, I will start doing a dibs here. So this is going to be the rest of the handmade version of the Yummy Cat. So I will have a dibs sale, and then, yeah, there's a total of 30 things. So far, I think 4 have been selected. So yeah. Anyways, okay, I'm working on this again. This was one of my whips, one of the 5 whips I was trying to get finished. So right now I'm down to this one, which is going to be a Cocoonagan. You basically, I think I need to do double what I've done. Okay. So you make a giant rectangle, and then you basically I watched this video that somebody was showing you how, like, you take a rectangle and turn it into a Cocoonagan. It was very interesting because I couldn't even figure it out myself. But you basically end up, if you can imagine it, you'll fold the corners like so, kind of, ish. Something like, it's going to end up looking like that on both sides, and then you can do like kind of you can do a ribbing around, something, and then, yeah, something like that. I don't know. Ish. So I just need a shirt that says ish. Oh my goodness. Right? This is a Christmas colorway. What do you guys think? I don't think it's Christmassy. I think it's more like I see flowers personally. But that's because, like, if they just had this color and maybe the dark green and that was it, I could see Christmas. But they added like a pale pink, a medium pink, and then this light green. I don't know. I'm not seeing Christmas, but this one's the big twist value, get merry and let's mingle. So yeah, I mean, she showed me, this gal that I was watching on YouTube, she showed, and actually the video that I'm watching to make this one will probably show it as well. I was just curious because I was like, how's this gonna work? I don't know. I'm confused. But yeah, it's been fun getting back into doing this one. Reminds me of a meadow. Yeah, exactly. too much pinks for Christmas. Exactly. I know Michael had said when he was working with the Big Twist Christmas line from this past year, he was saying the same thing. He's like, pink doesn't belong in Christmas stuff. Like a rose garden, yeah. Roses or I was thinking hydrangeas. I think there's something like that that's kind of a similar color. Summer vibes reminds me of watermelon, exactly. So because of that, I don't know, I can't remember how the pattern looks, but a lot of times people will add additional sleeves. I'm going to keep mine short though, because this is one I would like to be able to just kind of wrap around on a cool morning and not get too hot. So yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm talking a mile a minute. Oh my goodness. So anyways, so this past week, one of the other things that I did was I finally repotted my orchids. I have 2 orchids that I've had for years, and they have one stem will come up, and then it'll have, you know, the row of flowers. But like my mom has one, and hers gets multiple stems, and they have tons of flowers. I'm lucky if I get maybe 7 flowers on there or something. So I was like, well, maybe it's because the pot's not big enough. And so I bought some nice pots that are a little bit bigger, and then redid those. So we'll see if that helps anything. But I love orchids. I think they're so pretty. What, you thought watermelon too? Your mom does an all pink Christmas. Oh my gosh, all pink everything. Oh, oh my gosh, that's funny. It's like Pink threw up in her house, right? It's Christmas time. Oh my goodness. I like pink now, especially the dusty rose color. I used to not like pink. Growing up, I didn't like pink. But my son's favorite color used to be pink. And now I think last I heard his favorite color was purple. But yeah, it changes, you know. So yeah, did that. Oh, the other thing I did plants-wise was I really want a dogwood tree. It's a tree, if you guys, I don't know if you all have them by you, but there's a certain time as we get into spring that all the dogwoods around here are this vibrant pink. It's like a solid tree of pink, and it's so pretty. And then after they lose all the pink, then it's a green leafed tree, but it's still a really pretty tree, I think. So I want to get one. My dad has one, and so I thought, oh, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna try to what do they call it? Propagate. You have a ton in North Carolina? Yeah. So his dogwood tree had like a few little sproutlings coming out of the base. So I pulled those off, and I tried to get part of the trunk part, right? And then I also pulled some of what was the flower area off. And if you go like that, all the little seeds come off. So I put those in a pot, and then I put the little stem things in a pot. And it says to take the leaves off the bottom, right? So we'll see. I only have 1 stick left because the other ones just totally failed me. But I've got 1 stick in there left, or 1 stem, and then potential seeds that might decide that they want to germinate. So we'll see. But if not, I'll have to just go to Lowe's or something and pick one out that's already established. But I thought it would be cool to just grab a little slice of my dad's and try to see if it would grow. You hang your Easter eggs from your dogwood every year, and it blooms while they are in there. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. How neat. Yeah, they're really pretty. So we'll see. I don't even know exactly where I would put it. I have a couple of potential places, so because I don't know how much room they need, you know, as far as trees go. The ones that I've seen have not been huge, nothing, you know, nothing crazy. Everybody's still saying hi. Nice. Okay, here we go. I gotta make sure I do, there's like a chain space. I gotta make sure that I'm mirroring it with another chain over that chain space because I'm not actually working into it. So I kind of have to look at what I'm doing a little bit. Amber's in the house. That's right. Did you finish your chiropractor's appointment? I hope it went well. Oh, let me show you guys the, before I forget to. So this is the finished strawberry bag. So it's all done, and I made the inner lining and an add-in. I did a pocket for a phone, so it's a perfect size for a phone, and I actually added some interfacing, which just kind of helps the corners, so as you're putting a phone in and out, it's gonna not, you know, not get as like it could easily tear if you're not careful, right? So put a little interfacing behind it. So how's that mindless crochet stitch? But yeah, you can totally see like my terrible sewing, you guys. You can see there's multiple ones, multiple tries, you know. So it's kind of a hot mess in there, but it works, and yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. I mean, for somebody that doesn't sew, I think it came out nice. So I'm gonna, like I was telling some of y'all, I'm going to make a strawberry bag charm. So I'll make a little charm for her. And then I had accidentally made one extra square. So I'm going to make one more in addition and make with a zipper at the top. I'll make like a little coin purse as well. And I'll have a lining in there too. So yeah, so she loves it. Hi, Kendall. How's your day going? Lana, I totally love that bag. Yes, thank you, Rita. Right, Melissa? Oh, I loved it. So so that's another shy pattern. And when she made it, she did, instead of the light pale pink, she had white, I believe, as a background color. And then she still had that pale pink as the other strawberry color. But for me, I just decided I'm just going to alternate. It's either pink or red, no white. I didn't add the white in. So thank you, Rita. I was like, are you kidding me? There was probably a good 3 places where it was totally not tethered down when I was done. And at one point too, I was like, oh my gosh, I've done something wrong. I think I've sewn myself into a corner because I took one of the straps and I was trying to get it out of the way. And so I kind of like hooked it up over my machine. And then as I'm going, I'm like, it's getting tight on there. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I think it's going to get stuck because there's no way I could undo that. But just how it ended up working out, I just had enough to get around, and then it was fine. It didn't end up getting completely stuck. So I lucked out. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Hope your day is going well. Did I see your scrappy floppy head? I did not. Let me look. So she's talking about in the members Discord. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Look at that. Oh, he's so cute. I love it. You don't like it, or? Oh, you've got like a sparkly yarn in there, huh? That lavender color looks sparkly to me. So this is the one I think I was telling you I'm making one right now for the tutorial. And it is one I'm doing with, what size hook? Let's see. I think it was a 2.75. Yeah, C hook. So this is the size I've been working with, but this is how small the head is. So I think it's pretty cute. Compared to like a blanket yarn, it's very tiny, right? So like his little feet, so he's going to be really little. Oh, Monique is in the house and Kimberly's here. Hello, guys. Are you working, Kimberly, or did you finish your work day? Kendall finished a sweater for sister's birthday. Good job. Well done. Well done. Let's see. Granny moss stitch. Okay, Lisa's kind of like a granny square. What's like a granny square? Really easy. I'm looking back at Lisa's. I'm trying to figure out what it is that we're talking about. Mindless crochets. Oh, Lisa, there was something. Oh, you were saying you were going single crochet around and around and around, I think is what it was, right? This morning when we were on Amber's live, I was on my 2-mile walk. So I was trying to say hi, as like text as I have to make sure this one's moving, right? Because this is the one I have to watch on that counts my steps. So I'm like trying to text on everybody. Let's see. So much cuter than mine. Oh, well, I don't think so, but yours is different. Like yours is more complete, that's for sure. You actually have ears on yours. Mine's like a ball. So your head is bigger for sure. You used bigger eyes than mine. Other than that, I think the nose is probably a bit bigger. And I did a half smirk, and that's only because I kept trying to do the other side and it was looking weird. So I just did my kind of traditional. I've showed you guys this so much. Everything's falling. Roland, he does that too. It's kind of the little, he's a little half smirk. Somebody said that's like one of my signatures that I do. I do that a lot, I realized. I'm like, oh yeah, it is kind of, isn't it? You're in between clients. This is lucky. It's lucky me I get Kimberly here while she's between clients. Yay. All the different sides. I know, right, Winsome? Can you put, so Amber, I don't think she got to see your micro one. So Winsome made my floppy cat, but she did micro. So she used like thread, and I think you said like 0.75 millimeter hook or something like that. So very, very tiny. And it is adorable. You did? Oh, okay. I'll have to go check that out. I will go check that out. Hi, Ivy B. How you be? Sorry, that was bad. I'm such a dork. Like, I have no excuses. I'll be here all night. Single crochets and chains. Oh, gotcha. Okay, you said you put it in the Discord. Here we go. Okay. Make the blanket with the blanket yarn. Okay. Oh, is this the one you're talking about? I'm obsessed with this mindless crochet stitch. Mindless. That's pretty. I like that. So it's just single crochet chain one, single crochet chain one. Is that what it is? Here, I can share this. This is what we're talking about, you guys. This is what Lisa was talking about. So there's a link. This is to a video that was what Lisa was working on. But I like that. I like that a lot. And that, oh yeah, that's, okay, that's the one you're making, because that looks like blanket yarn, isn't it? Yeah, that's blanket yarn. There it is. There's the little baby. So cute. Oh my goodness, so cute. I love it. Single crochet chain two. Okay. And then when you go in the next round, do you work the single crochet is into the chain two and then so on and so forth kind of thing? Just passing around. You know, right? The bee puns. You're going to get a lot of them around here. If you hate bees, I don't know. We do talk about bees a lot. Or I'll just show all the bee stuff. I mean, you guys don't even see half the bees that are around me. I have like a whole bunch of Minecraft bee plushies up here. So yeah, I have some right above me too. I don't think you can see them very well. And actually there's more up there. Look here, you'll see my other camera, but you can see I have like, this is a death moth bee from IKEA. This is a bee from AFMAO, which is a Roblox character, I think. And then this is another little bee of the big, like the big one I got at Seaside. Oh, I'm a dork, I know. All right, let's see. What did I miss? Okay, Ivy. No. Oh, okay. Rita said she's making your granny square cardigan. Yay. Hi, Arrow. How are you? Hope your day has gone well so far. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh, I just lost my hook. Hang on. It jumped. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. So my husband and I have been talking about wanting to redo our whole house pretty much because we're just not in love with, like, we don't have a style, you know. We've been together for so long and we just kind of buy random things that, oh, this is cool, but nothing goes with anything, and it's very hodgepodge, you know. And we're kind of wanting to actually, you know, paint an accent wall and make it look pretty and have more of a vibe, that kind of thing. The tattoo on the arm with the watch, it's from a children's picture book called Swatch, The Girl Who Loved Color. That's Swatch. Here we go. Swatch, this is her cat behind her, and she's riding on Yellowest Yellow, which is a color in the picture book. So she was trying to tame all the colors in the book and finally realized by the end that the colors are not meant to be tamed and captured in jars. And so she called them by name. They came to her, and this is all the colors like riding together with her, but they're not trapped anymore. And the last line of the book is, together they made a masterpiece. So yeah. Yay. You've been missing everybody, Ivy B. Well, I'm glad you could come and hang out today. I should put my watch back on. I'm pretty sure it counts as like steps when we crochet, you guys. Do your watches do that? Because I tell you, there was a long time back, but I had closed my exercise ring and I'm like, I haven't exercised at all today. I was just sitting there crocheting away, and it was like, because it's picking this movement up. Yeah, it's by an author illustrator called Julia Danos. She's really, really great. I love her style. It's very watercolor, painterly, you know, really pretty. The other one is a quill pen with the feather, the different colors. Ivy, I'm using Sheepji's Whirl color is key lime. Ooh, I think the yarn is too thin. I'll send you a picture today. Oh yeah, it's because I'm a author illustrator, so one is for writing, and then this is represents illustration. It's kind of hard to like show them because of how there we go. That's the best way I think to see them. Thank you, Esther, for coming in. I hope you have a good rest of your day. You got lots of miles in today, Kimberly. So funny. I know. It's hilarious when it does that, but at least I got my workout in this morning. So I know legitimately I closed my exercise ring. So I have it set so if I do a half an hour of exercise, it closes the ring. So yeah, I do my 2-mile walk and that does it. What in the heck did I do? Oh, this is where I had to change colors. So that's why it looks a little wonky donkey over here. 1, 2, 3. Let's just make sure I put the right amount of stitches in. 4, 5, then a chain. Okay, we're good. We are good. My Apple Watch did that, but yours did too. Oh my gosh. I wonder if there's a way you can change that setting, like so that you have to move your arm further. I don't even know how it gauges, but you would think that it would have some sort of GPS so it could see if you were moving. But then I guess that would work because if you're using the exercise app, it gives you different things. So you can say, I'm on an outdoor walk. So then it should look at where you're at, right? Like geographically, I don't know, coordinates wise. But if you're like, if you're using a machine, it gives you those options too. So you wouldn't move any distance, right? But it should then know that you're moving your arms. I don't think there's a crochet one. 11 p.m. Hope people don't vote to kick me out for the light up hooks. Oh my gosh. When does your flight leave? Or are you supposed to stay there? Like, is it leaving tonight? Or it seems like super late for flight to leave. I'm still sitting here crocheting. No exercise for me. Your hands are getting buff. Can you imagine? These like Hulk hair in the hands. Totally ripped. And then it's just like nothing. That's true. That's true. I mean, but I move both my hands. I'm watching my hands move to see if I move one more than the other. I feel like they both kind of move, so I don't know if that would work. Hey, Oro and Elliot, how's it going? Having a good day. Yes, having a good day. I hope your day is going well. Oh, how cute. Winsome. That's what you're working on? A butterfly shrug. Like a mesh top joined with little butterflies. Oh, that's so cute. It's going to be really pretty. Okay, wait a second. Hang on, hang on. I think maybe did I forget? Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't forget the chain. I wasn't sure if I forgot the chain one. I see it there. We good. We're good. So I think after this, I will start sewing my husband's pair of PJ shorts. I'm very excited to do that. It's going to be a Cocoonagan. So I'm getting there. I still think, I'm guessing I'm going to need to do twice this length though. Just based on how it's going to, because it's going to be like, if you can imagine, I think it needs to be as long as I want it to be long. So if I want it down to here, maybe at least half, if not one more full amount of that. Hulk smash, no hook crochet. That's right. Hi, Sonia. It leaves at 11:30 and will land at like 2 a.m. I hate overnight flights. Oh my gosh. Those are such hard things. I can't sleep on planes though. That's my biggest issue. Your watch keeps telling you that I've set goals and to get moving. My watch tells me to breathe. Apparently I'm not breathing or something, because it's like it'll say take a minute to breathe, you know, or you need to breathe. You're starting the cable portion of your boyfriend's hat. So far so good. Not even using a cable needle. Nice. I have heard Shai keeps saying that it's not as hard as we think it's gonna be to do a cable. So yeah, crochet faster, Kendall. Exactly. That's so funny. Are you working, Sonia? Are you lurking and working? Or are you getting to hang with us for a bit? Right? I think it'll be really pretty. I'm excited. My mom was like oohing and awing over it the other day. My parents will be here tonight for Taco Tuesday, so that'll be nice. But it's just going to be them. My brother can't make it tonight, so his family will be doing other stuff, but we'll have our Taco Tuesday still, which is exciting. I'll give my dad those 3D puzzles to do, and I'll say, Dad, this one's really for me. Can you just put it together, please? Green and lavender with sparkle yarns. Winsome, I hope you show pictures, please, because that sounds lovely. Hi, Shade. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Hang on, that reminds me. Hang on. Oh, I randomly have... Oh, I must have hit play on the Mindless Crochet video, but I have it muted so you can't hear anything. That's so funny. Okay. I was like, oh, I've watched the whole video. Here it is. Here we go. All right, bear with a second. Bear with, bear with. There was something I was meant to do and I didn't. Just as a usually happens with me if we're being serious, right? Let's see. Do you come up? I thought that would work. Hang on, talk amongst yourselves for just a moment. How is Shade? How is your... I was trying to see if I could, as we talked about you being a moderator, and then I totally forgot to add you. But I don't think, wait, oh, here we go. Hang on. Okay. I have to find how you have your handle. Otherwise it won't find you if I just type in the name that we see, you know. That's not you though. What? How weird. Why is it coming up with somebody else that's not named Shade? That's very weird. I don't know. Is your name not Shade? Is it something else? Because I don't want to say it on here. Because it is coming up with somebody, but it doesn't say Shade or anything. You just dropped your link. I don't think you can't drop links though. I don't believe. Let's see. Yeah, it's so weird. Oh, Nightbot dropped your link. Yeah, that's the one I was looking up. I'll have to look into it. Sometimes it does that. I had a hard time with Lannis for a while too, but we figured it out. So I'll look into it after the live. Yeah, it was pulling up somebody else then because it was like it was somebody's name, but it was not. It was very weird. But yes, you'll have your blue dress next time. Up till 2 a.m. uploading. Oh my gosh. Wow. So is there an issue with that, or do you think it's homeschooling, right? So you set the deadline. Bonnie's in the house. Hello, Bonnie. Lurking and working. More tacos for me. That's right. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I caught up. I do love tacos. They're so good. Grocery shopping with y'all in tow. That's right. I love a good afternoon in grocery aisle. And hi, Lydia. Good to see you. All right. Where was I? Here we go. Oh, so I was going to say we're talking about redecorating. We're trying to purge right now. So we're going through stuff and I'm trying to put stuff up on Facebook Marketplace to sell, which has been good. We've been getting sales that way. So that's been lovely. And so anyway, there's a way that, I don't know what program he's using, but there's a way that you can take a picture of a room. Like he was taking a picture of our living room and he was asking the AI to basically decorate it, like recreate it with an accent wall and, yada, yada. And it actually does pretty well. So we've kind of started thinking about some of the colors we're going to do, and it's pretty cool. You're at the grocery store too, Mandy? How cool is that? We're all going shopping, guys. What are the purple crowns for? The purple crowns. What purple crowns? Are you talking about, you're talking about the, it says at the top, if you look at the very top of chat, let me go to live chat if that changes. There's a little crown. This is on a desktop. I don't know what it looks like on a phone if you're on a phone, but it says top fans. And if you click that, it'll show you who's like at the top. And it's the top 3 people that is based off of how much you comment during the live, if there's any super chats or super stickers or members like gifting memberships, that kind of thing. It earns you XP points. So it's like a game that YouTube came up with, I guess. We can't opt in or out of it, so it is what it is. But yeah, it's just, it resets every live, and it's just a way to get people to comment more and, you know, have more fun, I guess. Oh, did Samantha come in? Hi, Samantha. How's it going? It's on the phone too. Okay. Yeah, I know that threw me too the first time I saw it in Mama G and Rusty's live. I'm like, what the heck is this? All right. But then, of course, when I saw it, the first thing I thought was, I need to be number one. So I just kept messaging, hi, this person, hi, that person, till I was the first one. I'm like, all right. So I guess it does kind of work, you know, those of us that are competitive. But yeah, it just resets. So you can't like hoard points. So, all right. There we go. Yes. Yeah, when I was working on Lizzie's strawberry bag, on the inner lining thing, part of it, it was weird because this is before I started sewing it onto the bag. So when I was just trying to create the inner lining with that fabric, I think it's a thinner fabric than a usual one like this. It's much thinner. And so my machine didn't really like that fabric, and it was actually kind of pulling it a little bit. So it bunched just ever so slightly, which it's an inner lining. It's not a big deal. So I wasn't too bothered by it. But like for Sean's PJ pants, I was like, I don't want it to do that. That's going to be terrible, which is why I took this little piece and, you know, I changed the thread to a different color, did a new bobbin, did all those things. And it's laying just flat, nice as you please. So that's front and back side. There's no bunching there. So I think it was just that fabric. My machine did not like that fabric. So I need to figure out, because I mean, there's so many different kinds of fabric. You probably have to figure out a different tension, different this and that before using them. Numbers besides the names, yeah. Oh my goodness, you guys. How's everybody doing? What are you guys sipping on? What are you working on? Let's chat. What is everybody doing? I want to finish this. I still have to do the ribbing on my Hexi Wrap cardigan. So that is on my list as well. But I did the strawberry bag. So that was one of the 5 things. I had my son's scarf, finished that. I had the strawberry bag, finished that. And then I had the mug rug. If you remember, that was like it was mosaic crochet, finished that. So 3 out of the 5. And then it's this one and my Hexi Wrap cardigan. Those were the 5 like active projects I was trying to finish. So now in between, I am filming. I'm filming myself working through these different projects and all of that. But in between making those, I made the tiny chef. Where is he now? He's over here. I still need to do a tutorial on him. So I did the tiny chef. What else did I make? I feel like I've made other things too. So I have sidetracked for sure. Coffee and a poncho. I like it. Nice. What color poncho? What colors are you looking? Anytime I hear Aerosmith now, I think of you, Arrow. Working on magic round. I'm working on magic or pot holder and mini backpack for hand sanitizer and lip balm holders. How cute. I'm currently making the bed shade. Oh my gosh. I know I'm reading these backwards. I'm sorry, you guys. Had to get my stand wood out, and my husband automatically says, uh-oh, made a mistake 4 rows back. Oh no. Melissa, what are you working on? Was this a blanket you were doing or drinking a Pepsi? Nice. Diet Coke. Working on a plushie. Which plushie are you doing, Tammy? That's very nice, very nice. Plushies are so fun. I think that's why I kind of like I started doing the Tiny Chef, and plushies are nice because they don't take that long, you know? And these wearables, blankets, those take a long time, right? So it's hard. You don't get that gratification of finishing a project. You just sit there and you're like, oh my gosh, I have so many more rounds or rows to do, and it's never going to get done. It does get done. Weaving in ends, candles weaving in ends. Melissa's working on a shawl, almost done, so it's big, nice. And you're doing a bunny, nice. Floppy ears, big floppy ears. We have so many bunnies that, like, basically this is the time of year for bunnies, and we have a little trail kind of by our community, and I count how many bunnies I see as I go on my walk in the morning. This morning was only 5, but we do have like 2 baby bunnies that I've seen. It might be the same one. It's possible because I saw them at different times, but they were in different areas. So I don't know that much about bunnies, if they tend to stay closest to the area where you see them or if they go around. I don't know. But they're so cute. The little babies like this big, you guys. Just little hopping around, you know. So cute. All right, where'd my hook go? There it is. There it is. Hello to my hook. There we go. Nice. I like the, now actually, Melissa, you got me thinking. So with shawls, I don't tend to wear shawls. I have nothing against shawls. I think they're beautiful, but I don't tend to wear them. But I love when people do the wraparound. They take the shawl and they make it into like a scarf, like a chunky scarf thing. But I'm wondering are they taking a standard shawl? Like you're saying it's big, right? Are you taking that and then just doing this? Or are they taking a certain type of shawl pattern? Like it's, I don't know, more shallow maybe or something, or maybe wider to be able to do that? I am using Big Twist Value, and this is in the colorway Get Merry, Let's Mingle. This was one of the Christmas colorways, Kendall, from last year. And I like we were talking earlier, we don't see Christmas when we look at this. We see like roses, right? I got 2 colors that were from last year's Christmas. This one and another one that I look at and see sakura blossom, so like cherry blossom trees. It's the very pale pink, but then it has little bits of this dark, kind of a darker, where is it? Like darker pink, but it's not as not a ton, right? It's very ever so slight in there, and it may even have a little green if I'm remembering right. I'm not too sure, right? A halo, is it this? So audience, I've an olive Karen colors halo. The perfect phasing. Ooh, you're making a swimsuit cover up, Kimberly. Nice. I need to do one of those. Used to be wild bunnies that ran around the city I grew up in, and we would always try to catch one. Lizzie's always trying to catch one. She never learns that they're too fast for her. Birds, bunnies, doesn't matter. I'm like, you could catch a slug. It won't go far. And then the city did catch them and sent them to the adoption centers. Oh, you have some of this one, Kendall? Yeah, I think I have 3 more skeins. I may have bought too many skeins. That's kind of what I was doing before Joann's closed. I would buy what I would think I might need if I made a wearable, but because I haven't really made wearables, I don't know what yardage size I should get. So I was basing that off of kind of around 15 to 1600 yards. So I may have bought way too much of a lot of the yarns that I've purchased, which is okay because it's better to have too much than run out, right? And especially these ones that are ones that we weren't sure were going to stick around. You need to proofread before you hit send. Oh my gosh. I need to do that too. Hi, Sherry. Shh. Oh, like a shawlette, right? Is usually used for a scarf. So it's like a mini, it's kind of like a mini shawl, huh? You made a raglan sweater with it last winter. Oh, nice. You throw them on at church. It's the Bag-A-Day Wonderwall shawl. I make them big enough they don't fall off my shoulders. That's what would drive me crazy, Melissa. I think that the one time I wore a shawl was to a prom back in high school. And it was just a very basic, but it was kind of elegant, went with the dress. More for looks than for anything else, you know? A shawlette. I like that. So I'll have to make sure that, see, I probably would have just picked one of these giant shawls and be like, this is huge. What was I thinking? It was a good thought. Do you guys, like, if you knit as well, do you find that a knitted sweater or a cardigan, if we're looking at wearables here, that a knitted version would be more flowy to wear than like a crocheted one? Because, you know, I know it depends on stitch too, but like with this one, there's a definite front for one. You can see the back is very plain. It's very mosaic-y, right? Where you see all the details on the front. Tunisian does that too. But you know, it's got some drape to it, but I wouldn't say it's that drapey. So I'm just wondering if knitting makes a drapier fabric, if that makes sense. You wear a shawl like a scarf. I think it's really cool. It's a very hip look, you know, and then people will pair that with, you know, jean jacket or something. Me too, Arrow. I know how-ish. I can purl and knit, and I can cast on. Although I usually have to watch a video when I do that because I put years in between when I knit. And so then I'm like, huh, this feels weird. And then sometimes I'll get it. I'll be like, that seems right. All garter stitch or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, Shai was saying knitting is basically just knitting and purling. It's just different techniques and times that you use them, right? You create little patterns and such. So, all right, hang on. No, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Just had to make sure I knew where I was going with this one. Use a bigger hook to make the crocheted one more flowy. Yeah, that makes sense. Longtail cast on is the bane of my life. Do you ever get it where you didn't like make the tail long enough, right? And so then you end up having to do it again. It's so confusing. Yeah, it's weird to go between the two, I think, especially if you haven't in such a long time, to go from using one hook to using two, making sure that you're now holding two things. And it's very weird. But I do love, like I showed you guys, I bought all those really cool magazines. They were from the thrift store, the pom-pom ones. They have some really cool sweaters in there. So I could definitely see myself making something out of that. That will probably be one of the first ones that I'll want to make. Ma'am, that gives me flashbacks. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that sounds like that's the issue there, huh? Wow. Yeah, I've seen people knitting with pencils and stuff, chopsticks. You can knit with anything pretty much, but I'm just like, why though? Just if you have, I mean, in a pinch, I suppose that's good. Then you can still do it. No, okay, it is this one. Hang on. Bear with. I did it wrong. Now I am doing the actual pattern to make this stitch, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember what the stitch is called. We figured it out during one of the lives. Kel figured it out, I think, or I think it was Kel had figured it out. And anyways, it's called something. I keep in my head, I want to call it a V stitch, but it's not. It's not a V stitch. It just looks like a V. So yeah, I have no idea. I think it was Lana was asking me what the stitch was recently, and I'm like, I don't remember. I can't remember. My brain doesn't hold information very well, you guys. There we go. But it is a very nice stitch to do. It's kind of mindless. It's easier to count stitches because they're all on the needle. With crochet, it's much harder to stitch count, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Okay. But yeah, this stitch it uses basically starts with a double crochet, but before you finish it, and you had 2 loops on the hook, you wrap your yarn over twice. Then you pick up the front post of the middle double crochet in the middle. And then, so you're making basically a triple crochet into that post that's below. And then you make 3 double crochets in between, and then you make 3 double crochets in between, and then you yarn over twice and do another triple crochet into the same post. But before you finish that last go through, you yarn over once, and then you do a final double crochet. So you basically have a double on either side. Your triples are making the V, and then you have 3 doubles in between, if that makes sense. So that's kind of the pattern, and then you just repeat that. You do that, then a chain 1, and then you just keep going, and that's how you get this stitch. But I just don't remember what it's called. I think it starts with an R. Hello, Annette. How are you? Tangled in yarn. Hope your day is going well. But yeah, as you're doing this one, you end up with like 3 loops on your hook, and then you just yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So you do that a couple times during that pattern. So it's very interesting. I like it though. What's everybody's favorite stitch? Do you guys have one? I'm trying to think what my favorite stitch is. I don't know. I do like the doubles. I think I started really liking the doubles when I was doing the hexie, because you use doubles most of the time on the hexie wrap. So I do enjoy that one. Okay, now I'm doing that extra go over. Now I'm going to do my double crochet into the next. And there we have it. It's making me warm. It's like wearing a blanket. There we go. The first and last one. The first and last one. It doesn't matter what it is. The excitement of starting a new project, and then the eventual like sigh as you finish it, and you're just like, yes, I'm done. It has a good flow. Yeah, doing like the three doubles. I think some call it like 3 peas in a pod or something, but I think that's what that is for. But yeah, for doing like the granny score stitch, it's all doubles. Okay, so now, yes, now I yarn over twice. And I gotta do the post here. What's up, hon?
Want to see something that Harper did? She didn't know that it was white out.
Yes. That's all right. You can throw it away.
I like this one.
Well, I'll have to get some more. That was from Daiso. She had a friend over that didn't understand whiteout tape and pulled the tape all out. Bye-bye whiteout. Oops. No, not on my head.
Why?
Because. You doing okay? Yeah.
So I basically just had the whole day off today.
Pretty much, yeah.
What about tomorrow?
We'll see. I want you to go through your stuff.
Tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't that suck? Yeah, there's no saving that. I mean, this is giving me bad mixtape vibes. You know, did you guys ever have like your machine eat your cassette tape? It's like looks like this. Terrible.
This was like this was like my favorite one.
Yeah, it was really cute, huh? That's okay. I'll get another one.
Next time you go to Daiso, take me with you.
Okay.
Take me with you.
Yeah, and sometimes the tape does do that itself. It does. Exactly.
When are we gonna go back to like Kids Club?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe soon.
Hey, Smart.
Put up the thing that fell earlier. Time to get a pencil, right? Yes, my husband is a musician, and his teacher had a shirt on it. We had a mixed tape with a pencil in there, and I was like, "Is that?" But I could only see part of it, the shirt, and I was like, "Is that a mixtape with a pencil?" And my husband's like, "Yeah." And you know why the pencil's there, right? I'm like, "Because you need to rewind. You need to wind it up again." And he's like, oh, "You wouldn't have been a true kid of the '80s if you didn't remember that." I'm like, seriously. Patterns where the stitches change so I don't get bored. Yeah.
That one kid's slime. That one person putting slime in their hair for like a slime hair mask.
Was it like that?
They like put it in their hair. It might look like I have a bit of like lice.
Ew. That's not a look you weren't gonna want. Yeah, get a pencil, exactly. Well, there's the whole Be Kind Rewind, right? We'd have to rewind our videos that we'd rent before we could actually bring them back. Oh, here I'm getting it all wrong again. There we go. Lizzie, you're getting white out on me. You're whiting me out. No.
It's gonna look like you have lice.
No, can you put it in the garbage, please? Please. VHS needs a similar treatment, yeah. Or blowing on the cassette kind of things for the game systems. Let's see, I don't want white out of my hair, child. My goodness. Anywho.
Where's your hat?
Behind you. It's the Joann's bag. I'm recycling using it as a trash can. What?
Mom.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, my goodness.
I like big butts.
No, Lizzie, stop. Oh my goodness. Well, I probably should get going before this one starts going crazy on me. I think I saw something. Hey, kids today understand the joy of going to Blockbuster. I know, I love Blockbuster. Oh, yes. Okay. Well, I got to say goodbye because Wags and Whiskers is calling me to schedule my cat's haircut. So I hope you guys enjoyed the live. Thank you for coming, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.